welcome to the reading. In this reading, I'm going to be looking into the whole KeKe Palmer situation. I actually predicted the whole breakup as far as her and her baby daddy. I still don't know that guy's name. I forgot to write it down. I'm going to be seeing like what's up as far as her and the whole Usher situation, seeing like what's the state of like the relationship with her and her baby daddy. I don't even know if they really broke up, because this just happened yesterday. So I'm going to be seeing like what's up, like what can we see. How I like to start this off is just by picking up like the energies. Let me just see what's the energies around this whole situation. And actually I'm drawn to choose from this deck. So let me just see as far as the situation as a whole, as far as her, Usher, the baby daddy, what can we see? What can be shown to us? What is happening? But yeah, this is going to be interesting. Definitely watch the previous reading I did. It got into a lot of details. So this is telling me, even though this is for like just the energy as far as like what's happening with them, it's telling me this is KeKe's energy. This face down card, it also represents her emotions. Let me draw the rest of energies before I see what's up with her emotion. All right, so right off the bat, I'm already seeing that it's karmic. And what was I telling you guys? Like, I was saying that, like, this situation's going to be very karmic, right? Because, again, it's kind of like, yeah, the baby daddy kind of, like, disrespected the baby mama, whatever. But at the same time, it's kind of like what KeKe is doing is overblown. I know that's not popular to say, but you guys know I keep it real. Because everyone's all like, oh, KeKe Palmer is winning. I have some thoughts regarding that, but let's see what's going on with her emotion, this face down card. What is going on with the Lovers? So she's doing all this like noise, all of this smoke and mirrors, but it's telling me she still loves that guy. And that's what was popping up in the previous reading that I did. Like early on in the reading, it was showing me that she actually cares about that guy, that the guy he's not even interested in her. She's the one that's like in love with him. And I'm still getting that vibe with this Lovers. She's still in love with the father of her kid. So, I mean, that's fascinating. But at the same time, there's energies of opposition with this Five of Wands, conflict, fighting. So I'm going to be real. This has to do with, it's not even getting into the Usher thing. It's not even getting into the baby daddy situation. This is her. This is all her energy, all her vibe. So what I'm seeing here is that, yeah, she still cares about this guy. She's not over him. So she might be like really making him look like a fool as far as, I think she's making herself look like a fool and the father of her kid. Because it's kind of just like now people are going to have all these allegations like, is she sleeping with Usher? Did she cheat with Usher? I'm going to be actually looking into that to see like what's up with her and the whole Usher thing. But what I'm seeing here is that like she's not over her dude. And again, the Lovers popped up in that reading I did predicting the whole breakup and it happening quick and all of that. I got into some really interesting details, guys. But I'm seeing that again, like she's still thinking about like her dude. I mean, it is what it is, but fighting. She's currently dealing with fighting. Each slot represent an energy, right? I get into the basics because I'm not going to get into like how like I break down things as far as like energetically, because some things you have to keep to yourself. Especially it's kind of just like, I'm not necessarily getting paid as a teacher, but you guys know what I say. Each slot represents something, right? This represents the past. This represents the present. This represents what you're building or your dreams. And this represents the future. So currently she's dealing with some fights. It's telling me opposition. I'm getting opposition. It's actually, remember, and it is what it is. And let me just say this is all alleged, even though the energies are true and real. But it's telling me from her family, even from her friends, people, they're not really feeling like how she's moving. People are not feeling how she's moving. And I know it's common knowledge that Usher has herpes and all of that. But this is just what I'm getting. People, they're not necessarily supporting it. People that she's intimate with. And again, each slot represents something. Some things I keep to myself as a reader because it is what it is. But her family, this slot and what's being told to me, they're not supporting it. So I don't know like if she has a mother or a father that's alive. I don't know if she's close with them, but it's just telling me that her intimate family members are not supporting it. She's dealing with conflict with the dude, conflict even with her friends that have sense, because there's always like fake friends and shit in this celebrity world where it's like, oh, okay, you're winning, blah, blah, blah. But reality is people that have their head on right, because these people, they have their shit together. This is a family. These aren't bastards. These aren't nobodies. This represents family. You see these people? They're family. And you see it's the Five of Wands. There's conflict. Her family is kind of just like, dude, really? Like, I get it. You're trying to live your best life, whatever. But like with Usher, so it is what it is. This Nine of Swords, though, how she's moving, because again, this is the slot of like how you're building things, your dreams, your aspiration, your goals. She can't think clearly. She cannot think clearly. And it's funny because I've been like hearing different things because I've been following like the gossip and all. And Orlando Brown, I believe his name is Orlando Brown. I believe, and I think this was a while ago. I don't know if it's current, but I think they were saying that it was a while ago that he was calling KeKe Palmer because he was just like exposing all these celebrities. And again, if this language offends people, I'm not trying to offend people or be like, a type of way. But he was saying that KeKe Palmer is a silly hoe. And that's basically what I was getting at the previous reading. I just didn't say it. At least I don't think I said it. So it's funny that me actually seeing that, like, some of the energies are being verified. And it's kind of just like, that's what I'm getting. Like, people are saying, like, oh, KeKe Palmer is really, like, she could be influenced by people that don't have her, like, best interest, because it's kind of just like, that even goes for the fans. Because the fans are kind of just like, oh, like, it's cool to not have, like, a husband. It's cool to have, like, a kid out of wedlock. It's cool to, like, have all this dysfunction. But when you come from a sane mind and decency, that's not nothing to be promoted. That's not winning. It's disgraceful. And again, it's showing me that she's not seeing things clearly. Like, her dreams, her aspirations, it's not clear because she's in hurt. She's in pain with this Nine of Swords and regret. This is trauma, not just that. Yeah, it might seem like she's confident, and yeah, she does it. Like, she does these things to, I guess, have, like, shots at her ex-boyfriend, whatever you want to call him. But it's a vibe of, like, not necessarily being in your power regarding it. She's not in her power regarding it. Sleepless nights. And again, it's karmic because the Hierophant is here. So, I mean, these are just the energies. Let me actually look deeper. What can we see with this Hierophant? What does this Hierophant bring? What can we see? What is this Hierophant bringing? What can we see? I was telling you what it was bringing, and it's bringing, it's sad. I just gotta call it as it is, because I wanted to see, like, what is this Hierophant about? It's gonna make her vicious. It's gonna make her cold. It's gonna make her cold. There's consequences for what you do. And I got into this already in the previous reading, but if the energy repeats, it's for a reason. This gives more detail, but it was telling me that, like, she wants to play the victim and she sees herself as a victim when it showed in that previous reading that this guy proposed to her and all of that, but she didn't marry him because of the money's not right. What I'm seeing here is that she's going to be a bitter woman, a bitter lady. She's already kind of just, like, acting out dysfunction. Things that you're going to regret in the future is what I'm seeing. This is very cold energy. Not just that, this particular lady in this deck is a manipulator. I know this is the Four of Cups, and Four of Cups represent, like, not being content, right? And that's actually deep, that the Four of Cups represent not being content. But in this deck, this lady is poisonous. She's a viper. She's not content, so she's going to be doing some hostile shit. And with this Empress wearing red, she's ready to go to war. So what this Hierophant is going to be bringing to her is karmic energies. It's going to be making her bitter. Not just that, she is going to be facing some divine judgment because of her choices that she made. It is what it is. Everything isn't love and light, and it's not bullshit. Like, like, people do things. We see this all the time. This lady had no reason doing this. The whole baby out of wedlock and, like the dysfunction and all that. It's kind of, and I'm not judging, it's just reality, right? It's reality. It's kind of just like she she wasn't like a 16-year-old girl that got pregnant and just fucked up. Like, this is a grown-ass lady that's established and everything, making stupid decisions. And it's kind of just like we see this all the time in like real life. Like, men, women, they do stupid shit and then they get bitter over it. When it's kind of just like you only have yourself to blame. This is just bad decision making. Let me actually see. Are her and this guy actually separated? What can I see? I'm actually drawn to pull from this deck. Again, the energy speak to me on what decks to pull from. So let me see. Is KeKe Palmer separated from her baby daddy? What can we see? Is this all bullshit? It's obviously problems. And I was telling you a long time. Oh, this is a confirmation. Oh, that's definitely confirmation. Oh, yeah, there's a separation. There's a major separation. The Eight of Wands represent forward movement. It actually represent action. There's separation, guys. There's definite separation. Not just that. She's currently entertaining a new love. So, I mean, this is actually interesting because I'm going to look into the whole Usher thing. And again, each slot represents something. I don't change it for the readings. It's always the same thing, right? This represents the past. This represents the present, what you're building, and what your future is going to be. I say all that to say that she's currently entertaining a new love. She's entertaining a new love. Not just that. It is money about it. Her dreams, aspirations, and all that to make money. It's not going to have the actions that she went, though. My apology for that loud-ass, I don't know if what you call that. The garbage man truck? I don't know. I'm assuming it's the garbage man truck. But, yeah, what's being shown to me is that, like, her money situation been slow. That was in the previous reading. That her money situation hasn't been looking so great. And it's still going to be slow. She actually got the hangman in the previous reading. This is the Knight of Coins. Things happening slow. Not just that, the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords both kind of almost represent the same thing. Someone being kind of like rash, someone that's kind of like naive. There's a naive energy to all this. This whole situation is filled with regret is what I'm seeing. What else can we see? What else can we see? I'm definitely getting, yeah, there is a breakup. Whether they confirm it or whatever, there's a breakup. And I'm going to be seeing who broke up with who. This whole situation with Usher, this new love, because it is what it is. I'm going to be looking into the whole Usher thing, but it's just telling me Usher without even having to play games. It's because of anger and hatred. You see this Queen of Wands, right? She's ready to fuck some shit up. We already know what the volcano represent. There's some, like, underlying hatred, frustration. Not just that, secrets in the home. My apology for all the noise. It's actually, like, what, I think 7 a.m. in the morning, and it's really loud. So it is what it is. As people are active at this time. But the Nine of Wands, this particular Nine of Wands in this deck, you see the house, right? And you see all, like, the skeletons. There are secrets in this situation. There's definite secrets, and it does relate to sex. You see the rooster, right? The house is like a rooster. We know what the rooster represents, right? A penis. Sexual energies. All this movement, this separation has to do with pride, ego. That's also what the rooster represent. Not just that, sexual situations. Things went on. Not just that, this new love that she's entertaining is out of hate. Not just that, a need for attention and popularity. Because the Queen of Wands does represent like the King of Wands, someone that's popular, someone that's charming. So it's multiple things going on with this Usher bullshit. This Nine of Swords with the money situation, it's not gonna create what she's trying to create. Like, it's not gonna do what she's trying to do. Like what she's trying to make it to be. I don't even know how to say it because this whole thing is tired. This energy that I'm picking up, and yeah, I'm not judging. It just is what it is. It's just telling me that it's tired. This is tired energy, and it's kind of I guess it's nonsensical for me, but we all have our own different things that we're not great at, and it's just showing me that she just doesn't make the best decisions. And if you look here, this is a family, right? This is the wife, this is the husband. In this case, this is the baby mama, the baby daddy. She shamed her baby daddy for some goddamn money. That's why it's karma here, because it's kind of just like you overdoing it. I get you didn't like his posts about how a mother's supposed to be or whatever happened, but what I'm seeing here is kind of just like you causing him to cry, you humiliating him. Like, people are already calling him a bum, a nobody, and it's kind of just like, here you go making this corny fucking music video with an Usher that has herpes, and it's not even alleged because it's fact. And it's kind of just like you playing these fucking games and shit, making yourself look stupid, making this guy look stupid, and people are talking about, oh, this chick is winning. How are you winning? By like displaying dysfunction. It's disgusting to me. This situation though, I mean, it's not. The Six of Swords is like sailing to like smoother waters, right? Wanting to get away, wanting to do something different. But you see here, it's the mom with the kid. It's kind of just like, this isn't going to be creating a family environment. This is causing more complications. This is more dysfunction. People pride and ego are at stake here, right? And it's kind of just like, instead of her being conciliatory, like trying to like work something out, right? Like, as far as like for the sake of her kid, she's on some dumb, ratchet, ignorant bullshit where it's like, okay, I'm gonna be doing some nonsense, and it's not really thinking about the kid. And that's why I was telling you, like, it's rash actions. It's stupid. It's stupid. And if you look here, it's just like look, the baby daddy crying. The baby daddy ain't here in this situation. And so, yeah, they're separated. And not just that, because I asked, like, are they together? Like, what's going on? Is it, like, a real separation? Yes, a real separation. And it's telling me she's not really thinking about the kid. It's kind of just like, the kid is kind of almost like baggage. The kid is like baggage. Again, this isn't something where it's kind of just like, how can I... You don't have to be with the guy. Let me just say that. Like, you don't have to be with, like, a woman or man. You know what I mean? You don't have to. If you're done, you're done. You don't have to do it for the sake of the kid and all of that. But when you out here disgracing yourself and disgracing the parent, of your kid, the other parent and shit, it's kind of just like, it's not good energy. It's not good energy. So, I mean, I think this shows because during this season, a lot of celebrities have been exposed, like, their character. I think for people with eyes, because there are people that see this shit that aren't stupid, that are kind of just like, I'm not trying to offend you guys, are kind of like, oh, KeKe Palmer's winning. You guys are just caught up with, like, the whole celebrity bullshit. You guys aren't thinking clearly. So it is what it is. But people that actually have their head together know that this isn't nothing great, right? And it shows her character. It's kind of just like, why are you disgracing yourself? And why are you, like, promoting bullshit? But let me actually see. So, yeah, her and her baby daddy are officially broken up. What can I see with Usher? What is Usher intent with KeKe Palmer? What can I see? And actually, I'm drawn to choose from this deck. So let's see. What can I see as far as Usher intent with this KeKe Palmer? Well, it has to do with his opportunities. He's definitely an opportunist. Look at this. Oh, look. You see, I'll be picking up the energies. Like, the rest of the cards didn't come out yet. And I was already telling you it has to do with his opportunities, and he's an opportunist, right? When just these two cards came up. And look at this. We have the change and the abundance. Now I'm going to break it down for you guys. This guy wants breakthrough. He's always having these, like, I don't even know what you would call it, flare-ups. Thank God I don't have to deal with no STDs or whatever you call it, STIs, and may the Most High prevent me forever having to deal with that bullshit. But he's dealing with, like, flare-ups. This nigga, he burning. And let me just say I'm black, so yeah, sometimes I'll be saying nigga by accident. It just come through. Like, and I know sometimes people be like, oh, are you black? You shouldn't be saying that. Yeah, I'm 100% black. You see my chocolate skin? I'm not, like, I don't know. Sometimes, like, people having dark shit. But anyway, my ADHD is kicking in. But what I'm seeing with this situation is that, and if you made it this far, definitely press the thumbs up button. I definitely appreciate it, guys. Thank you. But this breakthrough showing me that it's like, damn, he had this, like, herpes flare up and shit, right? Infecting chicks suing him. And he's been dealing with this. I think I was in middle school, I think, if I'm right. I don't even know. I think I might have been in Actually, I was in elementary when this happened. I think I was like in 4th grade. And I'm 31 now. So if I'm correct, I think I was either in elementary or middle school when the first time like him having like, I guess, herpes came out. At least where the rumors were like circulating. And that was fucking forever ago. I was a goddamn baby. So it's like, can you imagine like still dealing with this shit? So I guess like the medicine, it only does so much, and everybody's like body is different. So it's kind of just like this guy is dealing with his like outbreaks and shit like that. And it's just like then KeKe Palmer's putting herself in that situation. It's just a shame. It's disgraceful. This guy knows that he's washed up and that he's stinking ratchet just because of that alone. And if you see this, he sees this as an opportunity, as breakthrough. He sees this as like a situation that's going to cause breakthrough. I was like, what is his goal basically with this KeKe Palmer situation? This isn't a situation of love. This is a situation of opportunity, being an opportunist. Not just that, this card represents a selfish person. This guy, he's selfish. He's playing KeKe, right? And some people have been saying this. They're kind of just like, all this bullshit for clout. And the one that's being played in the end is KeKe, because it's kind of just like, how does this make her look? Not just that she's a mother. Like I was saying, like, she's not like trying to like advance her kid and shit. She's doing all this bullshit for clout. And it's just like, this guy's just trying to use her. The energies have been confirmed. He's trying to use her. Again, this card represents someone that's a user, an abuser, someone that's selfish, someone that hoards money. So, I mean, and again, he wants change, clout. He wants a new image. That's why he's been making music, I guess, with the city girls. He's been trying to come out. Money's been short for him. He wants his, wheel of fortune to move in his favor. You see, he wants like an opportunity, not just that abundance. Now, how can you tell me any of this is positive, right? This isn't like the friendship card didn't come out. There's friendship card in here. There's multiple cards that are very good. But it's just saying that he's a fucking opportunist. So KeKe Palmer, she needs to get her shit together. She needs to figure something out. And again, my previous reading predicted this whole bullshit, so it is what it is. So let's see. Do I have anything else to ask? I guess, let me see. I believe his name is Darius, but then again, I don't want to like say something that is not what it is. So let me just call him the baby daddy. What can we see with the baby daddy's energy? How is he doing? How is he holding up during this time? Very emotional energies. The chalices are cups, so there's a lot of cups in this situation. He is emotional. He's definitely emotional. Not just that, he's thinking about the past. The 6 of cups represents reminiscing of the past. This guy is reminiscing of the past. Not just that, he is vulnerable. You see this kid right next to the shield? This guy, he's vulnerable. Not just that, he's thinking of the past. So, I mean, he's thinking about, like, the good times that they had. It is what it is, KeKe's ratchet. And I know people can hate me, but you can't hate me if it's the fucking truth. This ain't fucking ratchet. Because I know, like, people be, like, on one and shit, like, regarding this whole KeKe bullshit. And it is what it is. If someone has a shit character, if someone's making fucking dumbass decisions, we just gotta call it as it is. The sun, at the same time, this sun gives off multiple energies because it's like a couple. Not just that, the sun represents happiness. He's happy that he let that burden go. Again, this is in the position of the present. He's happy. He's kind of just like, presently, the burden is gone. He's kind of just, I know this guy with no ass is hugging this chick, but he's kind of just like, I'm happy. I'm done. He's kind of just like, it's freedom. It's an energy of like, yeah, he's reminiscing, but there's energies of freedom. He's kind of just like, damn, I'm free. This Queen of Cups, it's going to make him wiser. This particular card actually represents, and there's actually multiple cards in this deck that represents kind of like a wise woman. But this is actually a very interesting card because this is a woman that's been through some things. So it's kind of just like he learned things about like life, about like expectations and like the reality of the situation. Because yeah, let me be real, in the previous reading I did, it was showing that he kind of like got into this relationship as an investment. That's still true. That's still the case, right? But you know, when someone wants to like leave you and separate, it's kind of just like, you know, sometimes it just happens. Then you're kind of like in your feelings, like, damn, yeah, I wasn't in it for the right reasons, but I kind of miss that person. That's his vibe. He's like, I miss her. There's an energy of regret, but it's also an energy of wisdom here. Not just that, he is trying to strengthen himself. He's trying to make wise decisions. Again, this represents your dreams, your aspirations, how you're building, how you're moving. It's kind of just like as a chick that's like in her 40s that had like a marriage, had like 2 kids. It's like that sort of vibe. It's kind of just like he's evaluating his life and thinking about like what's good for him. This Ace of Cups, what's being shown to me, I'm gonna be real, that KeKe's gonna be reaching back to him. They're both not over each other. They're both not over each other. Let me actually look and see what's the outcome of like what's going to be happening here, because this is actually the Ace of Cups, right? Extending love, right? Marriage can even represent marriage. Actually, can actually represent romance and all of that. And you see the woman's reaching out. The guy, he kind of looks jaded. He actually look French. This dude, I know a lot of French dudes that look like this or look like that. But let's see, what can we see as far as this Ace of Cups? What's going to be the outcome of this situation? It's telling me choose from this deck, actually. So let's see. Because it's showing me that they're going to try to make it work. But let's see. What can we see? Is it going to go well? What can we see? Oh, the Queen of Swords. She wants to fuck up his sunshine. So, I mean... And it goes back to what was being shown, right? You see how the readings have a flow? It's no bullshit. It stays consistent, right? It's not kind of just like a random card pops up and I'm just like, God damn, I'm struggling to make it like match what I was saying. Because a lot of readers do that and you guys be falling for that shit. Readers don't be knowing what to say. I was telling you that like she's going to be bitter, right? That was kind of like what the Hierophant was bringing her. Kind of like karmic energies, that she's going to be a bitter woman. We know what the Queen of Swords represents. A bitter woman, a harsh lady, right? A strategist that want to fuck some shit up, especially in this deck. You see the heads, right? Bitter and destructive. And I was saying, like, what's going to be happening with this Ace of Cups, right? Because people think that everything plays out on social media, when social media is like fucking, what, 2%? If even that, 10% of like what it is. So what I'm seeing here is that, yeah, she's going to be trying to reach out. You know, like, oh, like, let's do something for the sake of our kids. For the sake of our kid. But in actuality, she wants to fuck up his sunshine. Because, again, it fell on the sun. Because it's showing that currently he's happy. He's kind of just like, yeah, he's reminiscing about her and all of that. But it's kind of just like, he's happy. He's kind of just like, okay, I got this burning off. Like, you know, like we weren't happy. We weren't talking to each other. I got into all that in the previous reading, so I'm not going to repeat it. But it's kind of just like, you see, this Queen of Swords, and it was pertaining to this. It fell on this. She wants to ruin his happiness. So she's going to be playing him, playing mind games. The Queen of Swords also represents mind games. So I'm going to actually see now who broke up with who. Now, they say that the man broke up with KeKe, and I was saying that in the reading that I did, like, way before it happened, that he's, like, ready to go. It kept showing, like, he was over the relationship, that he was just, like, you know, things aren't really great, I'm ready to move on. Not just that, was showing that, like, his ego, his pride has been damaged because of, like, things that she was saying to him. So let's see that she was basically disgracing him, like, behind closed doors and shit. But let's see, who broke up with who? What can be shown to us? Who broke up with who? Who broke up with who? What can we see? All right. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. She actually broke up with him. She was the one who broke up with him. And I just thought because there was distance. And you guys know what I say. When the cards come out face down, I'm trying to make sure it's not other cards. Because I hate like when I be trying to get into the energies and it'd be like a card behind one card. But you see these are all ladies here. Let me just get that like right off the bat. That's why I actually chose that deck. Because it has a good balance of like male to female. Males to females and all that. Like it's even, it's balanced. It's kind of not just like, you know what I mean? A shit ton of like females and shit. Some decks be like that. That's why it's good if you're a reader to kind of have like a deck that does have that balance, because sometimes it's kind of just like weird and shit when it's kind of just like an all lesbian deck. I forget the name of that particular deck where it's kind of just like all the archetypes are all like basically females, from the emperor, from everything, and it's kind of just like I don't know how you guys read with that deck. I actually wanted to get it, but then like my vibe was kind of just like stay away from that dumb shit, and I was just like okay, because I kind of have an addiction with like actually all these goddamn decks, and again my ADHD, so my apology. But the Ace of Pentacles, money played a huge role in this situation. The Ace of Pentacles, and let me just say right off the bat, she was the one that did it. Like it's kind of just like there was some distance. And again, I'm getting cheating. And let me actually ask, because I thought I was going to be done with this reading, but I need to ask. There's so many things to ask. That's why I didn't write anything down. So this is just like what pops up. I don't have anything in a particular order. But it's kind of just like there was cheating, there was dysfunction, there was already distance. Again, we got into that in the previous reading. And it's kind of just like she was the one who did it. You see, these are all ladies. No man here. You know, some of this whole situation, the Ace of Pentacles, is about making money. And it's an energy of being fake. You know, I know what people say about Egyptians. You know, I'm not going to get into that whole situation. And let me just say it's kind of funny since this popped up. It's kind of just like, we wouldn't say that Europeans are kind of like native to the land of like the Americas and all that, right? Everyone knows like Europeans came here. And yeah, they say that, you know, white people are like the majority and all of that. I don't know. That's up for debate if we want to be real. But it's kind of just like people migrate, people move, right? And it's kind of just like the same thing in Egypt. It's kind of just like, you know, if we went by the logic of like the current day Egyptians that, oh, we've been here, then that would mean that sort of just like all the Europeans been here in America, right? That there weren't dark-skinned people like myself and, you know what I mean, like Native Americans and all of that, right? So we gotta keep it real. And I say all that to say that this card actually represents someone that's fake, someone that's a usurper. You see this lady here, right? I ain't gonna get too controversial, right? That's not my intent, but it is what it is. You see this lady here, right? This lady, she represent kind of like being fake, not being real. Someone that sort of like tried to craft an image. This lady, she's doing all of this because of money. And again, the money is not right. So I don't know what she's trying to like prove to you guys, right? Because let's just say even if she has like a job or whatever and like she's making little money, money's still not right. There's a such thing as taxes and as bills. So it's telling me she's dealing with money issues. And that's always been popping up with the readings I've done, like the previous reading and now this reading with the Ace of Pentacles. Sideways. You guys know what I say. Sideways cards represent things not being right. So her money's not right. Not just that, she's trying to craft a fake image. Again, this woman represents a fake image. Bullshit, basically. There's bullshit. And yeah, I know that Cleopatra was like Egyptian and Greek. So obviously I understand that. So I know the history and all that. I was just getting on some like deep shit because I want people bitching to me in the comment section. The next thing is not being patient. The Temperance represents being patient. A lack of being patient in this situation. A lack of being patient. There's a whole lack of being patient. Not just that. This Nine of Swords, there is some mental instability with this KeKe Palmer. I don't know if this information's out, because on some real shit, I don't Google these people. I don't be Googling, like, their zodiac signs. I don't know no one's zodiac sign in this, right? Unless someone say it in the comment section. And if I remember it in a future reading, then I'll be like, oh, this person is, like, so forth. Like, it was kind of just, like, I remember I was just, like, Camila Cabello is a Pisces, because someone told me, like, oh, Camila Cabello is a Pisces. So I always remember that, right? And it's kind of like, to this day, I don't know what this lady's, like, zodiac sign is. And it's not even relevant, to be honest, because I could get into the energies without knowing that shit. But it's kind of just like, there's some mental instability here. There's mental instability, right? And I was asking, like, who broke up with two? And it's kind of just like, she did it because of the money. Yeah, there was already distance. There was cheating. There was all of that, right? But the Three of Swords didn't pop up, right? The Ten of Swords didn't pop up, right? Betrayal, heartbreak. You know, that's like why you would break up with someone. It's kind of like, oh, betrayal, heartbreak. It was because of money, for clout, for an image. she really rushed to this like clout with Usher, and it's like Usher's washed up lady, and then like she had some sort of like corny post. I don't know if it was a tweet, but I guess it was like a message she put out where she was just like literally eating Usher's ass. She wasn't even kissing it. She was just like straight up eating it, like, oh, he's a genius and all that shit. And I mean, just like, I mean, yeah, I guess he's cool. I never liked his music. Honestly, never vibed with me. But then again, that's never been my music. But it's kind of just like, she was doing the most for this fucking goddamn clout. And it's just like, she wasn't being patient. She did this shit for her money, not being patient. Not just that. She has some sort of mental situation going on. She has some sort of mental situation going on with her. It's telling me dysfunction that's been passed down through her bloodline. So I don't know. You know, I'm not trying to offend anyone. A lot of people tend to have this. People be having issues and shit. So it is what it is. You know, a lot of people have depression, anxiety. But it's actually not even just depression, anxiety. It's telling me like some type of mental disorder that this KeKe Palmer has, right? So, I mean, it is what it is. It's a lot going on with her. But she was the one who broke up from this guy. Yeah, he wanted out. But she was the one that was just like, fuck this shit. Now, let me actually see. Like, did she cheat with Usher? What can I see? I'm drawn to this deck. So let's see. Did KeKe Palmer cheat with Usher? Right? Let's see. Like, are they being intimate? Is this just a thing for clout? Do she know better? You know what I mean? You know, is she trying to get, like, herpes and shit? Does she already have it? Who knows? I don't know. But let's just see, like, what's up? Like, this Usher situation. Oh, okay. There was some sneaky things going on. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And that's what I was saying at the start of reading, where I was just like, people are going to speculate, right? Now people, because she winking and all this dumb shit in the music video, and now people are going to be like, yo, was she cheating with Usher? What's going on? Where there's smoke, there's fire, guys. She needs a cleanse. When this particular Ace of Cups pop up, it always speaks to the same thing. You need a goddamn cleanse. She needs a cleanse. Not just that, where there's smoke, there's fire. There was definitely things going on. I'm going to just say that much. Sometimes the readings want me to go hard, like the energies want me to just like put people's shit on blast. It's telling me be reserved, so I'm going to be reserved. I'm going to just do what the energies tell me, right? It always works better for me when I do that. So I'm going to be reserved. I'm going to let you guys come up with your own opinions and thoughts regarding this. Where there's smoke, there's fire, right? Sorry, I hate when my, these, you see, like, they're kind of like, I forgot what you call these type of cards, like, they're this texture. What's the name of it? I can't think of it. But it's kind of, I was going to say basket weave, but it's actually not that. But whenever, like, there's any grease or, like, dust, it just picks up everything on it. But anyway, I was going to say, where there's smoke, there's fire, people. So, you know, you think what you want. Not just that, this whole situation has to do with money. Money is a driving force for her and Usher, because that's in the position of, like, the current situation. The money. The money is a big influence with this situation. It's a lot of manipulation going on, because the Seven of Swords represent manipulation, being shady, right? There's a lot of shadiness going on between her and Usher. So, yeah, it was kind of just like Usher's trying to play her, but she's trying to play Usher as well. So, it's kind of just like, and I was saying where there's smoke, there's fire, because it's telling me that they did things again, but I'm not going to confirm exactly what they did. I can, but I'm not. But it's kind of just like playing each other. Like, you know how, like, when people flirt to, like, test the waters, like, people might, like, do things intimately to, like, test the waters to see what they could get from the situation, to sort of just, like, build something, whether they're trying to hustle you, whether they're trying to, like, gain from you, right? You know, it's human nature, right? People feel like, you know, they got a vagina or a dick, that they can use it to get what they want. I'm seeing that here in this situation. And it all has to do with movement. They want movement. And again, this is your dreams, aspirations in this particular slot. Movement. They want movement because shit's stagnant. Shit is stagnant for the both of them. They want movement. So their career is stagnant. I'm not saying they don't make any money. I'm not saying that, you know, they didn't do things in the past. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying, like, what I'm seeing here is that their shit is stagnant, and what their dreams and aspirations is movement. It's funny that that's always their vibe. It's like movement, money and movement, money and movement. They want movement. But it's saying after this is all said and done, KeKe, her ass is going to need a cleanse. If you made it this far, definitely press the thumbs up button. I felt like this was detailed, comprehensive. And if you would like to have a reading with me, how to go about that will be in the description box. And if you would like me to have a celebrity reading, how to go about that will be in the description box as well. Take care, guys. And yeah.